Alright, hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I'm making yet another video about Fighter. Today the video is going to be focused on how to play different matchups. Now in the video I'm going to be covering quite a few of them. We're going to be going over Death Knight, Cryomancer, Pyro, and Fighter and Druid. Sadly, I couldn't find any priests, although I do doubt most of you have any trouble finding priests out there in solo queue. And I think I might be leaving one, but yeah, I digress. I'm just going to be explaining my plays, as always, what I did right, what I did wrong, so that you guys can apply and learn from it. So let's just get straight into it. Alright, so in the first fight, we're going to be looking at a Pyromancer fight. I think this is a 3-man, actually. But yeah, so right now we're just kind of looking around, trying to find him. And the second I figure out where he is, more or less, I start charging my mace. The reason we do this is because we're going to close the gap between the Pyromancer. We want to make him panic and use a Z, like he did there. And now that he doesn't have an E, we use ours to approach. Now, sadly, we get stuck in the wall because this game is very well designed. And what I do is I charge again, disengage from the other fighter because I do not want to be pinned between two players. That's the last thing you want to do. And now that he's gone, we're going to engage the fighter. This is the best play you can do, sadly, because otherwise what's going to end up happening is you might just end up getting two-manned. So yeah, we start off the fight, Thunder Flask, hitting the wall because collisions here are horrible. Tried thunderclapping the mage, but it doesn't matter. The guy approaches, makes a horrible misplay, and dies for it. Now we're gonna deal with the fighter. He uses his spin, which is okay. We can just hit him as we block. No damage whatsoever. That's why that move is horrible. And since we know we've already won the trades, we can just start chipping at this guy because regardless of what happens, he's gonna have way less health than we do. Does a pretty good parry there. But doesn't really matter. As I said, this guy is very low right now, so there you go, yeah. We fake the parry there. Now, this is a very cool play you can do. Whenever you parry someone, in most scenarios, they'll be able to counter parry your parry. So what you can do is you can just follow up with a charge attack and it goes straight through. Very nice kill confirm there. Anyway, yet another Pyromancer here. I'm just getting myself ready, get those potties to deal with the fire. And use the charge to approach. Now here, you can't tell, but he actually uses both his Q and his E. So this is just a pretty free kill. We just activate Q to heal up, get a little bit of a shield, and just Pyromancer. He didn't really play this very well, but sadly this is all the oldie content I had on Pyromancer. But yeah, it's kind of just the play. You're just going to try and thunderclap them to close in the gap, use your mace to do that too. And once they use your E, you're free to kill. Now here, if I'm not wrong, we're going to be encountering a Swordmaster. Now, in my experience, most Swordmasters are pretty bad at the game. They always just kind of shoot their daggers. Oh no, that's a dead one, my bad. Alright, well, back to it. So up to Longsword to deal with the mace. Obviously, since we started charging first, we interrupted his charge, which allowed us to get 3 hits and only 1 from him. So here he's just panicking, he's macing, because right now he's probably like a quarter of his health, he's very low. Sadly, he has crazy action speed, so he manages to close the door on us. But that's okay, it's Death Knight, he can't really run away, so we're just gonna chase after him. But yeah, what we do know is for a fact is this guy cannot really heal too much. We're gonna thunderclap. Sadly I missed, but he thunderclaps himself, so he just does me a favor. And yeah, I don't really know what play this guy was doing there. He kind of tried stopping me, but then engaged again. I'm not sure. He should have just ran away there, but it's fine. It was a kill. Alright, next fight. Now here we have a Cryomancer. Now I know I heard someone. I'm not exactly sure where they are. I thought they were behind these walls, but no, he happens to be right below. Hits me with a frostbite. It's fine. Thunderclap that ass. Charge the mace to close in the gap real quick. We do not get any hits, but that's fine. We've got our E now, so we can just continue macing at his head. Regardless of what he has, we're going to win this trade too. And usually here Cryomancers would break eyes, but he was stuck against the wall, so he didn't really have an option. We just kind of forced him and pinned him into a corner, which is what you want to do against Cryomancers. All you want to do is avoid them from kiting you. You can use Stone Flask to help you with that. In this case, I just didn't have one. Anyway, next fight. I thought a guy was coming, it was just a goblin by the looks of it. But we do know there's someone behind those walls because of the steps. So we just quickly kill the goblin. We don't want to have to deal with that. And there you go. I think that's a fighter, if I'm not wrong. He Stone Flasks. I'm assuming that was a misplay. But yeah, I accidentally fall down, so I'm just going to save you the whole route back. So here you are yet again. Thunderclap, he uses a very good E to avoid it. Personally, I think though the E is better saved for another situation. You had a very nice parry there. Now here, this is a mistake. Whenever you see a fighter spin, you should always take out your shield on mace, simply because you're not going to take damage and you'll still get a better trade out of it. Parry. I do miss the hit, which is fine. I go for another charge. He misses another parry and dies for it, sadly. This guy, you know, he had a clear idea of how to play more or less, but obviously he lost the initial trade as per usual, which is what wins most games. Alright, next fight. I think this time it is a Swordmaster, I could swear. We're gonna see now. Now I'm not really sure where he's going. I'm assuming he's just partying up. So we're just gonna go around, get Thunderclap, and yeah, I'm not really sure. Whatever. The point is, we take out our mace and shield to deal with the spam. Once we get a few hits in, we go for parries on the skeleton and finish him off. Just to elaborate a little bit on this play, mace and shield, whenever they start firing a dual shield, just hold the defense button and attack. And if you see them charge them, you can just start mashing the mace, or if not, you can just bring out a bonus or like I did. Here I take all the sword hits because, I block all those sword hits because I managed to react on time. Get that charged in to win the trade. And here you're going to see the importance of spacing. Now, what you can see me do here is I'm just constantly sitting out of the range of his weapons so that he can't get an initial hit, right? Here he does a very good disengage. He realizes that if he went in, he would have gotten parried or charged attack. So, missed Thunderclap, but it's okay. He did it himself, and we just kill him straight up. Swordmaster doesn't have the highest health pool, so it is pretty easy to deal with a West Fighter, especially since you've got that E to always disengage from their Q. From their E ability. Now, I believe this is a Death Knight or another fighter. I think it's a fighter. Get Thunderclap in there. We're gonna try and use D to dash. Sadly, we do get hit by one of them, but it's okay. We just quickly heal up with our Q. Start hitting this guy and stop him from charging his attack. And there you go, another example of why you should bring out the shield. As you can see here, we lost a quarter of our health just to this thing, which is pretty crazy. But it's fine. We get the counter attacks. Thunder Flask him to make sure he doesn't go too far. And right here, he's pretty much dead. All we gotta do now is finish him off. He started drinking a potion in front of us for some reason. Very bad play since you're just exposed to any mashing. But it is what it is. You know, here you got some loot. Nothing too crazy, but you know. Alright, next one is going to be a Death Knight. Now this one is a specific, the reason I put this one specifically is because I want to show why the one, I just realized I had my webcam on there, but you can ignore that. Out of the two Soul Shrouds, the one that has to be deployed is horrible, and you'll see why now here. So we're going to get our Mace and Shield, get the first hit in. Nice good trade. Here he grabs, drops the Shroud. What do? We just run. We just run because this means now that his Shroud is going to get wasted. He's not going to capitalize at a lot of it. And we're just going to wait for it to finish off. Here, yet again, a little bit of spacing. I do miss my punish, but it's fine. Here I do a misplay, get hit by 2 hits, which should have not happened. Use mine to close in the gap, get some good hits in there, and I just do a little bit too. And here, we're just going to parry. There you go. 317 damage. This is why Dexterity per Gunfighter is crazy good. But yeah, as you can see, also decently geared, nothing too crazy. But I digress. Alright, this one's going to be a Cryomancer fight. Now, here I actually I think I played pretty poorly, in my opinion. I'm going to explain why real quick. So we take the potty in, we Thunderclap him, and try and close the gap. Now, this guy is using Thunderstorm Storm. Now, I only think Storm is good if you're playing with life on hit. I doubt this guy was actually playing with it, but it's fine. Use the mace to get out of the thunder just as soon as possible. And since he started partying, mash on them. I Thunderclap myself accidentally, and here I do a very stupid play. I try to leave, even though, I'm not doing that poorly, and I also take a potty, which is not very smart. But it's fine. Cryomancer doesn't really have space to kite us. He started a fight in a very poor position. And it's just going to cost him the game here now. We're just going to E, close in the gap, and finish him off. Right after killing this Cryomancer, I did hear someone behind that door. As you can see, we got another Death Knight here. It's okay. Sword just phases through him for some reason. It's okay. We still get the better trade out of that. I tried baiting a parry there to try and punish him, but we both missed as well, so it's okay. Just get another positive trade now here. We've gotten 4 hits, he's gotten 2. Yet again, 6 hits, 3 hits. Got a parry now. He's super low. We know this for a fact. And I think right here we should just finish him off. Always keep count of your hits, very important, so that you can always tell if you're gonna win a trade or not. Here we're gonna have another Swordmaster fight. We hear him fighting mobs somewhere. Got him, Thunder Flask real quick. The reason I want to Thunder Flask is so that we can get that initial first heavy hit. It's very important. Also the second hit is guaranteed. Now here I should use my E to disengage. For some reason I did not do that here, which is very bad. I even get parried on. But it's fine. Fighter has way better stats than this class. Missed my counter parry. Go for a charge attack because, you know, I know it's just gonna hit finish him up here. Now this wasn't a very good play, as I said. I should have used my E to avoid his, but it's okay, we still managed to win. And here we get the only Druid I managed to find in solo play, sadly. He starts off, okay, he gets pretty good chunk of my health. I realize, you know, there's nothing for me to do against that tree, so we're just gonna try and heal up. Avoid getting chipped by the Druid, which is what he excels at. And since he's dealing with the skeleton now, that's a good opportunity for us to disengage, try and get a bandage in. Hopefully this way, you know, we can re-engage real quick. Now, thankfully for us, this Druid is actually going to do the favor of engaging us, which is perfect. We thunderclap him, he's stuck now, he can't really move. And here, what a lot of people would do is they would panic and run away from the tree. You should never do that. The tree doesn't deal that much damage if you're a fighter or a death knight. And druids are probably just going to try and run around it. So all you gotta do is just swing your double sword, because not only are you going to be hitting the druid, you're also going to be hitting the tree and destroying it on time. So, you know, that's a good note to have. Now, here, I do fall by accident, but thankfully a skeleton finishes him off for us. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching the video. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know.